Hello guys, and be welcome back to the channel. Today we have the Airfix 1/72 Messerschmitt Bf109E-3. This model was first released in 2014 as a new tooling, and the model number is A68205. This is a very tiny model with a length of 120mm by a width of 137mm, spread over a small count pieces of 46. But let's have a look inside. But before that, this comes as a starter set. I already took the paints and the glue out, because otherwise it would be messy, and I don't use the paints anyway, so let's have a look. So opening the box, we have decals, we have instructions, and we have a small box with all the parts in. So without further ado, let's open the bag. Opening the bag, we have one bag for the clear parts. As you guys can see, let me take them out. Small tiny parts with 3-part canopy, front, back and middle. And yeah, they look very well molded, very well injected, no scratches. Look good. Moving on to the sprues, we have 2 sprues. It really is a small count piece. We have the fuselage, some detail on the engine, but I think it's gonna be covered because the cowling is fully molded. But we'll see a look in a second on the instructions. But yeah, you have the wheels, the tail section, cockpit on here. Fairly good. Instrument panel, very tiny, very small as well, so we shall have a look at what we can do for it. We have a pilot, although I never use pilots. I don't think I will use on this one as well. And then we have the wings. Wings, landing gear, flaps, and all that jazz. So first glance and first looking, I don't see many seam lines, not seam lines, I'm really sorry, flash. So we have a little bit on here, but apart from that, looks good. Looking on both models, on both sprues, I'm losing my words today. What's going on? So looking to both sprues, they seem very well injected and very well made, so I'm fairly happy with this. But yeah, plastic looks absolutely fantastic, looks absolutely amazing, so we hopefully will have a blast building this one. Looking to the instructions, typical Airfix instructions. We have a small story of the aircraft here, we have the details here, and then we have the instructions here. So well, all of these, so you can have the different options on here. So pilot is optional, and if you fit the pilot in, you have to cut the pedals. So that's why I usually don't have the pilots in. So the instructions are completely in 14 steps, fairly easy to follow, fairly easy to do. As you can see, like I said, the cowling is completely closed, although you have the option not to glue it, so you can just put it on top and leave it on top. Probably I'll just glue it because it looks better. Personally, I like it better, but it's up to you guys. As you can see, fairly easy, fairly simple. There's not much to it. You can have the option of having the flaps open or closed. You just need to cut the tabs if you want them closed. If you want them open, just slot in the tabs as they are. Then yeah, you have the option to have the canopy open or closed, so all good. So yeah, 14 steps, not much, which shows the amount of parts that the model have. Looking to the decals, they are they are made by Cartograph. It was hard to say this, and they look really good. So thin decals, they don't look too thick, so they should go in a treat. You have the instrument panels here, and then all the other markings there. So yeah, all in all, a nice little kit, a nice little model that we should build in no time. So stay tuned, because the build will be coming along shortly. Till then, have a good one and see you all around.